Hi guys, welcome back to my new video. I hope you all are doing great, and this video is very important for the students who are planning to come in New Zealand. So if you are planning to study in New Zealand as an international student, there are few steps that are very important, and it is very important to know before coming to New Zealand. In this video, I will explain the complete admission process starting from the exam, the IELTS or PTE, choosing the right course and college, and applying for a student visa, and finally entering in New Zealand. Everything will be explained in a simple and a clear way, so watch the video till end. So the step one is your eligibility. Like before applying to any college in New Zealand, the most important step is checking your eligibility. Trust me, if this step is wrong, your admission or visa can get rejected. Like first look at your education background, whether you completed 12th, a diploma or a bachelor degree, your course choice must be make sense like your previous studies. New Zealand doesn't accept any random course changes. I'll share you my own example. I'm a dentist from India, so when I planned my studies in New Zealand, I make sure my course selection was logical and relevant to my background. That's very important for visa approval. And next comes gap year. 1 or 2 year is usually fine, but longer gap must be properly explained with work experience or training. Age is also matters, especially if there is a big gap after you last study, and you need a strong justification to cover that gap. So always choose the right course level like diploma, bachelor or masters in a way that looks progressive and genuine. Now that eligibility is clear, let's move to step 2, which is IELTS and PTE. So number 2 is the like IELTS or PTE. Once your eligibility is clear, the main and the big step is proving your English, and like this is where most students get confused which exam they want to give, either IELTS or PT. So both the IELTS and PT are accepted in New Zealand, but the required score depend on your course and institute. Generally for diploma and bachelor courses, you need overall IELTS 6 or PT 50, and for the masters or postgraduate courses, the requirement can be higher. Okay, from my own experience, I always suggest choosing the test you feel more confident with. IELTS is more traditional while PT is computer based and faster in result. So in my case, I have given the PT. There is no right or wrong. What matter is meeting the required score. For every student, it's very important to choose the test that you feel more confident, and make sure that your English score match both your course requirement, like because it's very important for your visa expectations as well, because English is not just for admissions, it's also important for student visa approval. So before booking your test, always check your course requirement carefully. Once your English requirement is sorted, we move to step 3, choosing the right course and institute in New Zealand. So the most important step is the choosing the right course and institute. After English test, the next and most critical step is choosing the right course and the right institute in New Zealand. This step is very important because your course is directly going to affect your visa approval and your future opportunities. Your course must be relevant to your previous education and work experience. New Zealand immigration looks for a logical and progressive study plan, not a random course changes. For example, I'm dentist from India, so while planning my study, I made sure my course selection aligned with my background and long-term goals. This helped me to make my application look genuine and strong. Next, always choose an NZQA approval institute. This is non-negotiable. Like this is, you can't skip this. Like if the institute is not approved, your visa can be rejected. Also check the location, course duration, tuition fees, and whether the course offered practical training or internship. Another important factor is future pathway, whether the course helped with job, further studies, or post-study work options. Don't choose a course just because it's cheap or easy. So take your time to do proper search, and once your course is and institute are final, we move to step 4. So step 4 is your document and offer letter. So once you have chosen the right course and institute, we move to step 4, preparing your documents and applying for the offer letter. This step decides how strong and genuine your application looks. You will need a basic documents like your passport, academic certificate, transcript, English test result like IELTS or PT, and you have work experience, then experience letter as well. One every important document here is your statement of purpose, also called SOP. You will need a SOP. Just you should be clearly explain your study plan, why you choose this course, why New Zealand, and how this course connects to your background and future goals. As a dentist from India, I make sure my SOP clearly showed how, why I'm choosing this course and how it's like fits with my professional journey, and that makes a big difference. Once your documents are ready, they are submitted to the institutes. After review, the college will issue an offer letter, which can be a conditional or unconditional. This is usually take 1 or 3 weeks depending on the institute. So make sure your documents are genuine, complete and well explained. After receiving the offer letter, after receiving your offer letter, the next step is accepting the offer and preparing for your student visa application. So now before applying for student visa, you must complete your medical examination, that is chest x-ray. This is very important step. You need to book your medical chest x-ray with an Immigration New Zealand approved panel physician, and the clinic upload your report directly to the immigration, which is valid for 3 months. And these medical reports must be completed before or at the time of submitting your visa application, not after. Along with the medicals, you must also arrange your police clearance certificate, also known as PCC. The PCC confirms that you have no criminal records and is required for the student visa. This document is like very important, and you should be obtained in advance so it can be submitted together with your visa application. At the same time, you must prepare your financial documents, because when you are applying for student visa, you are required to show proof of funds. This include your tuition fees and living expense, along with your clear evidence of source of funds, as such as bank statement, education loan, a fixed deposit or sponsor document. Immigration New Zealand checks your financial stability very carefully at this stage. Once your offer letter and medical and chest x-ray reports, PCC financial documents are ready, you submit your student visa application online, and Immigration New Zealand then review your complete application. In some cases, you may receive generally in every cases you will receive approval in principles, and once all the requirements are satisfied, you'll pay the fees, your college fees, and then your visa will be granted. From my personal experience, like completing the medical and arranging the funds properly and submitting all the documents correctly at the time of the at the time of visa applications makes the process smooth and avoids all unnecessary delays or rejections. That's it for the student visa. And for the family visa, I will cover that in my next video. I know many of you are most interested in family visa part, so don't worry, I will explain that in detail in part 2. Also, just to be clear, whatever I'm sharing is from my own experience, not professional immigration advice. For your individual situation, it is always best to speak directly with a licensed immigration advisor. So see you guys in next vlog. Bye bye.